Hi, boys and girls. Today is the most exciting day of all. It's everybody's favorite day. It is illustration day. Today, you get to take your informational books and you get to add illustrations to them. Now, remember, the illustrations are what invite people into your story. It's like your book party invitation. So, the more detailed and the more colorful your pictures are, the more willing people will be able to, or the more willing people will be to read your book because you've invited them in to enjoy your book party, your book that you have written. All right. I wrote up here, if you remember, we wrote down some things that helped us remember what all of our illustrations needed. So I wrote some things down to help us remember as you draw today or as you illustrate today. So remember the first thing, how many colors do we always need? We always need at least 5 colors. Can you have 6? Absolutely. Can you have 7? For sure. Can you have 2? No, because then that doesn't make your illustration very interesting. So always 5 colors. Make sure the picture is as big as your hand. So after you draw it, when you put your hand up, I should see, or whoever is reading should see your picture underneath your hand. You don't want a tiny little picture because that doesn't make your book very interesting. And the last thing is we have to make sure that our picture matches our words. So if I'm talking about clouds, I should always have clouds in my picture. I shouldn't have a superhero or I shouldn't have a dog unless the dog is with the cloud. But I always should have clouds in my pictures because the picture should match the words. Cool. All right. So I am not going to sit with you and draw each one of my pictures. I'm just going to kind of show you where you should put your illustrations and then turn you loose to illustrate because all of you love doing that so much. So remember, we need an illustration on the front cover, and this one we make sure we take a lot of time with because, again, it is inviting people to read your story. It's your book party invitation. All right. Oh, and the one thing that we never made a rule, but Mrs. Ripa always reminds you of this. If you have a person or an animal in your illustration, please make sure that you give it a ground to stand on. We don't want anyone floating in outer space. We have to have that line for somebody to write or to stand on or an animal to stand on in our picture, okay? So remember to put your illustration on the front cover. And then because we have a longer book, here's what's going to happen today. You're going to have your words on one side and your picture is going to go on this side or if whatever side you wrote on. So on this side, I wrote about clouds are tiny water droplets. And I'm going to make sure that my illustration here shows a picture of that somehow, some way, clouds being tiny water droplets. So this picture needs to match this set of words. And then on the next page, I wrote clouds are all shapes and sizes. So on this page, I should draw a picture that matches that clouds are all different shapes and sizes. And then my final fact was white fluffy clouds are called cumulus clouds. So I want to make sure on this page I have some white fluffy clouds. And this page would be hard to add 5 colors to because I'm just talking about white clouds, but I'll have to add more details. Maybe what I could do then is I could draw my white fluffy clouds with a scene like a tree and some flowers in the ground and maybe even the sun, but maybe label the clouds cumulus clouds. My daughter Allison is here, and I think she wants to say hi. Come here, Allison. I think you've seen her before. She's popped into some of my videos. Can you say hi to everybody? Hi. What did you notice? She's going to share something she noticed. So while she's looking for the thing that she noticed, make sure that you are taking your time with your illustrations and putting a lot of effort. What did you notice, Allison? Yes, very good. She pointed out a sound that she knew. T-I, I says, yeah. Now, the thing we didn't do yesterday that I want to do today is I want us to number our pages, all right? So at the very bottom of each page, yeah, very good. She made a connection to the book that I used. All right, at the very bottom of each page, so my picture page is going to be my 1, and I'm going to put a circle around it. My word page is going to be a 2, and I'm going to put a circle around it. Then this page will be a 3, and I'll put a circle around it. This page will be a 4, I'll put a circle around it. We have 5, and then we have 6. Whew, 6 pages. So we have 4 pages of illustrations to do because you have your front cover too. All right? So I think that's it. I'm going to turn you loose to illustrate today and be an illustrator. And boys and girls, I just want to tell you, I am so proud of you this year and how hard you have worked in being an author and illustrator. You can come in. I have really, really enjoyed working with you and writing with you and reading with you and even doing letters with you. If some of you have been joining me on some of those letter videos, it's been so much fun for me. If you write your book and you want to share it with your teacher and tell your teacher to share it with me, I would love to see your weather books. And I think that's it. If I don't see you, have a super fabulous summer. Get out and play, enjoy the sunshine, and I will see you next fall when you become first graders, which is so much fun. All right. So happy illustrating. Take your time. Remember, your illustrations are book party invitations and invite your readers in to read your book. Cool? All right, kiddos. Have a great day. Enjoy your illustrations, and I'll see you all soon. Can you say bye? Bye. Say have a great summer. All right, let me push.